Hi, okay, so we've looked at adding an Amazon banner or widget to our blog. What we're going to look at in this video is how to add the product link for a specific product to our blog, and normally we'll be adding that to actually a review post for that particular product. Now in my case, what I'm actually going to do is I've not got a review written. I need to pick a couple of products first, which I'm going to do at this point during this video, and then I'll get a couple of reviews, full reviews written for those products and add those as posts or probably as pages, and then put the links in there as well. But what I have got for the moment is a page called Home Alarms Top 10, the top 10 tips for choosing a home alarm system. And down at the bottom of that, I've got a bit where I've said below we've picked out a couple of our top recommendations and resources for you, and that's where I'm going to pop in the products that I choose, just a couple of them. I'm going to pop them in there as Amazon links so that people who are reading that top 10 page can then choose one or two of those products. Now obviously the widget itself is quite useful. That's got a few different options on it, and that can give us a good idea of the type of products we might be able to find within Amazon itself. For instance, if I hover over this one, the Skylink SC100, that's got 66 reviews, a star score of 4, and it's around $100, so that looks a fairly good option. There's another Skylink down here, that's 48 reviews, $140, again 4 stars, that's the SC1000. Those may well be two good products to look at. There are others, but what we're actually going to do, the best way of doing this is, of course, to go to Amazon and type in our keywords, so home alarm systems, possibly even home alarm systems do-it-yourself, and see what we come up with. Now before you actually go to Amazon and start searching, it's best to go to Amazon Associates and log on so that you're actually logged into your affiliate account or associate account, because that way when you do go to Amazon and do a search, you'll have this grey bar at the top here which allows us to grab a link to a page for a particular product. Now you can see I've already done a search here. I've typed in home alarm systems do it yourself, and these are the results that we've got. So I can scroll down. These generally are in a pretty good order to check them in, because Amazon are pretty good at doing this kind of stuff. And the second one, there is our Skylink SC100. So what I'll do is right click on this and choose to open it in a new window. So I've got that as one of my possibilities. That's got 66 reviews, it's got 4 stars in general, 38 of them are 5 stars. That's a pretty good looking item, so that's probably one of the ones I'm going to go for. Then there's actually a book, the complete book of home, site and office security, selecting, installing, troubleshooting, etc. That sounds pretty good too, so I'm going to right click and open that in a new tab. So I've got a copy of that, and if we scroll on down, there are a few here. But the next one that looks reasonable is this one, but there's only 3 reviews there. Okay, it is 4.5 star, but there's only 3, so I'm going to keep going. I think generally you'd want something that's got at least 10 or 12 reviews on it, preferably more. So again, scrolling down, okay, the next one that's got 4 stars at least, which is what we want, is the Skylink SC1000, which was the other one we spotted from the widget. As you can see, the widget's pretty good. And if we hover over that, there's 111 reviews, most are 5 and 4 star, so that looks a pretty good one as well. And it's a bit higher price, $143. So I'm going to, again, right click and open that in a new window. I've actually already done that. So let's move across and have a look at those products. Okay, so here we are on the page for that book about security, home security. And what I'm actually going to do is copy the title, or just the first bit of the title. In fact, I will take the whole of the title just in case I need it. I'm going to highlight that and copy it. And I've opened up a text pad, and what I'm going to do is make sure I've got each of the products that I'm going to recommend. I'll put the title in, and I'll paste in the HTML code, and I'll save that in the folder for this particular website or blog to make sure I've got a record of that information in case I end up using it on more than one page, which you may well do. Just saves coming back and grabbing the code from Amazon again. Okay, let's go back to the page. Now if we scroll down a bit, you'll see one of the great things about Amazon. Amazon are absolutely fantastic at cross-selling and upselling. Now as an example, we've got here the original book that this person's clicked on the link from and come to Amazon from our site, and there's 2 other books that Amazon's saying are good to go with this book, are a good combination. Why not buy all three and get a little bit of a discount? So they're trying to upsell straight away, and often people will take this option. I know I do occasionally myself, especially with things like movies and CDs and things like that. Now the next line down is more related books, so even if they decide they don't like this one for some reason, they can find another book that is related, and you will still get credit because they've come through your link to Amazon. So anything they buy until someone else's cookie gets on their browser is going to be your credit. Okay, now this is really quite important about the Amazon affiliate program. I've actually found through my own experience, that roughly 60% of the sales or the commissions that I make on Amazon are for products that I'm not actually directly promoting or marketing or recommending. In other words, they are related products that people find once they've clicked through my link, gone to Amazon and found something else and bought that, and I still get credited with the commission, which is absolutely fantastic. And yes, that is a real figure. It's usually around 60% of what I make from Amazon is from those products, those related products. So it's one of the things that is absolutely fantastic about Amazon. They're cross-selling, they're upselling. All you need to do is get people to click through and have a look at one of the items. They will normally end up buying something. Okay, this book also tends to have, or seems to have, quite a lot of information here, so we could potentially write a review of this book. Might even be worth buying a copy, but we could probably write a reasonable review from the information there, and maybe do a search on Google or Easy Articles for other people who reviewed it. Okay, but there's quite a lot of information there. Not a great customer review, so that's not brilliant. But again, I'm going to link to that one for the moment, simply because it should bring them through, and they might end up clicking on one of these other ones, other books here that are recommended. Okay, in fact, the Complete Idiot's Guide to Home Security. In fact, I'm actually going to go with that one. That sounds like a better option. Probably it's got more stars. Except it doesn't look like it's in stock. It has to be from a third-party seller. So no, I'll go back to that previous one and I'll leave it with what we've got here, home site and office security. So what I now need to do is click on, that is one thing you want to make sure. You want to make sure it is in stock with Amazon. Okay, that's important. So to get the affiliate link itself, we click on this grey link up at the top where it says link to this page. Click on that, up it comes. I'm going to be happy with that, except I'm going to get rid of the border and just scroll down, highlight the HTML, copy that, come back to my text file, paste it, and I've got that. Okay, it's that easy to grab the HTML code that you need. Okay, now I'm going to close that window down. I'm going to go to my next browser window, which is for the next product that we're going to look at. Okay, so this is the first of the two alarm systems, home security alarm systems, that I'm going to put links for on the blog. So again, what I'm going to do is copy the title, go back to my text file, paste that in, so I've got that. And again, you can have a look through, but this does look good. We've already seen it's got 4 stars. There's lots of 5-star and 4-star reviews there. 66 reviews in total. It's in stock. All the right sort of buttons are being ticked here. If we scroll down, there are related products again. There's a lot of information available for this product, which is great, including some images that we could potentially grab a copy of and use on the blog. That's a pretty cool image as well. Lots of features. One tip for you: when you're writing a review for an Amazon product, change these features into benefits. It's all very well having a feature list, but you want to make sure that you're not just repeating the information here. Your review of the product should actually give some extra information, some information about how this is going to benefit them, what they're going to enjoy about it, what they're going to like about it, what they're going to get from it. So it's not just the dry spec and features. There's a bit more personal in there. There's a bit more interest in there, okay? That you will get more conversions from. Now, at the moment, as I said, I'm just going to put the link for this this product onto a general top 10 page, but this product does have enough information there and looks good enough that I will actually get a full review for this written by one of my article writers and post that on the blog as well, okay? And again, as you can see, there's more related linked products down the bottom. So once someone's clicked through our link to come to Amazon, we should make at least one commission from this. They could end up buying a whole bunch of stuff and we could make quite a lot. Okay. Don't forget, with Amazon, it starts off quite low. I think the initial percentage rate, commission percentage, is 4%, but that goes up to 6% as soon as you've made something like 7 or 8 sales, and it goes up again once you've made more sales. The more sales you make, the higher your commission is, and it can start adding up very quickly. Okay, so again, let's click on link to this page. Let's get rid of the border, and let's go down, highlight the HTML, copy that, back to my text file, and we're done. Okay, now we go on to the next product, which was by the same company, Skylink SC1000. Again, I'm just going to copy this, paste it into our text pad. I'd probably, again, have a quick look through. There's only 3 in stock at the moment, but hopefully there'll be more coming back in stock again. It has a good number of reviews, 111, mostly 5 and 4 stars, so it looks like people are liking this product a lot. And again, a lot of information, probably similar to the previous one, a lot of related items. So it looks like an ideal product to be promoting. So again, I'll click on link to this page, get rid of the border, highlight the HTML, copy, back to our text pad. There we go. And let's go back to our blog. I'll actually need to go to the dashboard to come to this page and pop the information I want in at the bottom of it. One other thing that is worth noting about this, if I go to pages, this text file that we've made, save a copy of that in the folder for this website or blog, so if you ever need to use these HTML codes again, you've got them. You're not having to come back to Amazon to find them. So save them and keep them. Okay, it'll just save you time in the long run. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to reorder these. I haven't saved this file yet, but I'm just going to put them in a different order. So that's the order I want them to appear in the blog. And I'm just going to copy that and go to my page, and I'm going to edit my page. That may take a second or two to come up, and we scroll down, and after where it says below we've picked out a couple of our top recommendations and resources for you, I'm simply going to paste it in there. If I get the right bit, I'm going to go to the HTML rather than visual and scroll down again, get to the right bit, and where that space is, I'm going to paste that in there. And if I now go back to, let me just check that's an iframe. Okay, one of the interesting things with WordPress is when you have a link that is an iframe, which these are, if you go back to the visual view, you may well find that WordPress actually strips it out. Okay, so the best thing to do is simply click on update, so that updates and it's now on the page. Once it finishes, my internet's running slow, then what we'll actually do is go back to the page itself and click on refresh. And don't forget, if you're running any kind of cache plugin or program, then when you hit refresh, these may not appear, but I'm not running my cache at the moment, so there they are. Okay, so that's it. It's simple as that. We've now got our links for these recommended products. It's not great because they're appearing horizontally. I'll need to play with that to make them appear, sorry, they're appearing vertically, and I want to play with it so they appear horizontally, although it probably works because I'm going to bold those titles. Let's actually go back and back to the dashboard, scroll down, and I will actually grab each of those titles and make it bold. And where are we? That one as well. Oops. So highlight that, hit bold, hit update again, and did that update? Where? Yes, it has. Okay, then we go back, hit refresh again, and we should now be done. Once that finishes refreshing, if I scroll down, there we go. We've got bold titles and our 3 recommended products. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine. It's not perfect. I'd rather actually have them in full reviews for each product. But as this is a top 10 tips for choosing your own home alarm system, it seems a good idea to actually have some recommendations down there at the bottom, but what I will do now is get some reviews for those particular products written and added to the blog as pages or posts, or possibly a combination of both. The best way of doing it is to actually add your top 2 or 3 products as pages, and then as a review, and then do a post about the fact that you've done that page and link to that page from the post. It gives your page more juice, and you'll actually end up getting better rankings for it. Okay, and use the keywords for both. Okay, that's how easy it is to actually grab your Amazon product links and pop them onto a page or a post. Just make sure you follow the rules. Look for something that's at least 3.5 to 4 stars and has 10 to 12 reviews to make sure that people are going to like it. Make sure you actually get some reviews written for at least 1 or 2 of these products as well in the long term, and get those on your bloggers' pages or posts as well. Okay, hope you found this useful. Please feel free to move on to the next monetization video.